fallow. It's mid-October and the fishing season for trout and sea trout will soon be coming to an end. It's a lovely autumn morning and I'm looking forward to a few hours of fishing. Not all the leaves have turned yet, but they will soon. A few more days. That was the sound of fallow deer on the other side of the river. You can hear them rutting. Fishing is a little more awkward this time of year because the acorns and the leaves are falling in the river. I'm going to work my way downstream to start with, and I'm going to fish with a wet fly downstream into a little pool which is just below a shallow run, and it's just in front of a dead tree, which always looks quite an interesting spot for a fish to lie. The water is very clear at the moment, and that does make it difficult not to be seen by the fish. You have to keep your profile as low as possible because of the refractive index. Fish can't see you if you keep low to the water, but as I get older I don't think I can crouch down quite as much as I used to be able to. Of course, fish lie with their heads looking upstream, so fishing downstream does have that disadvantage. So I think in a minute I shall work my way up the river and perhaps put a dry fly on. That's the fly that floats on the surface, and this particular clip does demonstrate quite well a roll cast. That's when you cast and send a line in a sort of a rolling motion forward. The advantage of doing that is you don't cast your line behind you and get caught up in a tree. So on this river you do need to know how to do a roll cast. I'm fishing upstream now, so the fish would really be looking upstream, looking for food that's floating down. But you can see from that rolling action, it really does show what a roll cast should be like. Again, I think I'm probably frightening fish. Anyway, this is a pool where I actually do catch a stock fish, and there it is. It's a nice fish, about 1.5 pounds, and we're allowed to take these. The wild fish we always put back, but this isn't a wild fish, but it's been in the river for quite a few months. Now again, I'm going downstream this time again, and I'm trying to find a pool that I know of, which is rather difficult to get into because there's a lot of broken trees around it. But I am hoping to get a sea trout, and here we have one. Now this is the sea trout, about 20 inches long, which probably weighs about 3 pounds, and I'm putting it back very quickly, and there you see it shoots off across the river into the pool, and a few weeks later I should imagine that one will move up the river when more rain comes, and hopefully it will spawn up in the small streams right up in the forest, and produce lots more sea trout. Anyway, been a good day. I've caught 2 fish, one to take home and one safely returned to the river to carry on its life cycle. Anyway, that's all for today. Goodbye.